Hey. We are live for the very first time. And by we, I mean just me. So what I'm doing today is a couple weeks ago, we started doing internal hackathons in Packet. And the very first one was customer experience. And I tried to, for the very first time, actually, oh, by the way, I'm Rain. I am a community manager with Packet. You may know them as Packet Host, and they are an Equinix company. And I just started about 2 months ago. Oh my goodness, it's the end of July, 2 months ago. And when we had our first hackathon, I had never logged into the customer portal ever. Just through onboarding and whatnot, I had never done it. So I had to figure a couple of things out. Lessons were learned. But I never actually screen capped that and captured that in a video. And I thought it was incredible. It's very clicky. It's very fast. So hopefully it'll just work today again. But we'll see what happens, right? So let me pull up my screen. It's kind of tiny. Maybe that's better. That's better. And then, unlike the very first time I logged in, I actually have an account now. So that's cool. So you log in at app.packet.net. And I am going to make sure that I pull up the correct project. Because JK, HackOnPack, customer experience. That's how easy it is. Oh, we're having trouble connecting. That may entirely be my own internet, which might affect the broadcast too, but no. Hey, baby. What's wrong? Create. Hey! Okay, cool. So that's where we are. And this is how easy it is to grab a server. I love this. So I'm in Groningen in the Netherlands, which is up on the border, 2 hours north of Amsterdam, but the Amsterdam data center is the closest one to me. You can pick whichever one you like that's closest to you. By the way, if you're in America, you see how it's grayed out? That means that there are no servers available at that data center, or that the data center, everything could be used. It could also be under maintenance, The US ones are the ones that I've noticed get full the quickest, which is why I'm going over there. But Amsterdam is usually available. Go Amsterdam. And then you just pick your server, and I don't actually, there we go. I'll take a medium. What is the difference between these two? A little better processor, and everything else is the same. So the difference between C2 and C3 medium is very little except for processing power. We'll go with the bigger one. That's cool. And then I'm going to install CentOS 7 because I'm more comfortable with the next steps under CentOS 7. But you can install anything on these systems using the custom iPXE. The default things that are offered are actually quite a bit. Lots of Linux flavors, RHEL, Ubuntu, FreeBSD. You can even do Windows if you want to. Not my jam, no judgment. But I'm going to do CentOS 7. Boop. And that's it. If I wanted to rename my host name, I could. Just why not? And deploy. And that's how fast it is. Deploy, I said. There we go. Now, then this little queued says it's going. CentOS tends to spin up pretty fast. But now we're going to do the Jeopardy sound. Do 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 do. I don't see the thing about this with broadcasting live. So maybe I should simultaneously have those 3 accounts open somewhere so I can see if people are commenting. I'm using StreamYard, which is pretty awesome because I can clicky between different views, which is pretty awesome. If I want to. It's also pretty cool for banners and if I wanted another person to come in here. But yeah, it means that I can't see the accounts or if people are commenting. I am broadcasting on Central European time at 9 something in the morning. I don't remember when I started, just 7 minutes ago. So just before 10 a.m. And I kind of did that on purpose because this is my first time. I'm a little nervous. And it's apparently taking a long time for a server to spin up. I will be honest, the very first time I did this, I picked a C1 small, and it spun up in like 10 seconds. It was so fast. I was so impressed. But what I want to do today is I'm going to spin up the server, and then I'm going to, still spinning. I'm going to spin up the server, then I'm going to update it, apply any updates that need to be applied because it's doing a minimum install. It's not doing a full install. So it's doing just enough to give me network connectivity and root access, basically. It's not giving me a UI or anything on top of that. So then after I do that update, I'm going to go over to RDOproject.org. Ooh, my server's ready. So let's see what it looks like. Let me make this bigger so you can actually see. Okay, so your SSH root password is up here at the top. Just copying the password really quick. I did not share my terminal screen, and that is important for the SSH. So let me switch this sharing around really quick so that I'm sharing everything. So screen 2, share. There. So now you can actually see my terminal window. Let me make it just a little bit bigger so you can see. The more you know. There we go. Bigger. It's still tiny. The little text. It's going to be so small. Can you see? I don't know. Let's see if this works. I might have people screaming at me. That's okay. Okay, so I copied this password from the server. So you can go to any servers that you have spun up. This is the rain.amsterdam1-C3 medium x86. We're working on an x86 as opposed to a ARM. And I'm going to I don't want to copy the password quite yet. I want to copy the name. I'm going to SSH root at the password. Let's make sure we do this correctly. Can you tell I'm also new to a Mac? Bam. And then we'll copy the password. No, why can't ring.ams-c3.medium.x86? Why didn't that work? I wonder if it wants my, no, that should be it. And C, no. You see what I'm doing? I got that IP address from the management IPS here at the top. Yay! Yes. Passphrase for my key. I have, by the way, always encrypt your SSH key and remember your password. I did it! Yay! Okay, cool. So we're in this. I mean, I should have shown you what my my laptop. You can see that my laptop is the EUMVCO2, and now we're obviously somewhere else. So we are on a CentOS 7.7. I am root, so I'm just going to do a yum update. It's going to install all kinds of things. So those are the those first 8. Those were the caching the actual repositories that it was going to go look for packages on. And now it's installing or updating 139 packages. So as I said, we spun up the server. Now we're updating CentOS. Then the next step is we're going to go to rdoproject.org and look up the instructions for installing OpenStack using packstack. Packstack is an installer. And one of the first steps is, I'll let you see this. You don't need to see my face. Project.org. And we want to install Come on, buddy. Dear past Leander, don't forget to cache the websites that you're planning on visiting during the live stream. Well, thank you, future Leander. That's good advice. I'll keep that in mind. Bam! It's already complete. Now I know we do an install packstack, I think. And then I think it's just, we might need to curl the actual packstack repository. And I don't know that command off the top of my head. Come on, RDO project. Is it just you? Is it just you? Yes, it's just you. Come on, RDO project. You can do it. No. Yay! Look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And this is the part where we dance. Okay. No, website's still loading. Come on. Oh, actually, this is all I need. No, he wants to try again. Hey! Okay, cool. Packstack. Let's go back to full screen. Packstack. Okay. We are an English speaker, so we skip this, or at least I am. Bam! So, the prerequisites, by the way, is a good idea. These are the prerequisites for RHEL 8 for the network. But I should, knock on wood, be able to follow. You'll notice, so RDO has gotten to the point where there's versions that work on CentOS 7 and RHEL 7, and there are versions that work on CentOS 8 and RHEL 8. And so now there are 4 different instructions. So be very careful when you're coming here for the first time, and make sure you look for your instructions that are relevant to your operating system. We've done CentOS 8, so we're starting here. And we already did the sudo yum update. Actually, we did the yum update. Yes. Now we're going to do the train. You'll notice that on CentOS 7 is train and CentOS 8 is Usuri. Usuri is the latest release and train is the previous release. Train is the last, knock on wood, maybe, release that will run on CentOS 7 and RHEL 7. So we paste that into our server. It is installing stuff super fast. We're going to do a yum update again. And the reason why you do that is some of the interaction of the packages may require a more recent version of different packages, like Python and MariaD. So that's installing. Then, I mean, this is super, Packstack is just so easy. It just works. If you ever want to play with OpenStack, with RDO version in particular, Packstack is literally 5 lines of bash code. And always copy paste because we're human and we will mistype. and that's it. Packstack all in one. So what this this command does is actually installs. Oh no! Failed to load plugin from file prescript. Lame sting. So now, and we have failed live. Thank you. So what I would normally do is ping on IRC and be like, hey, this just happened. The other thing you could do is to Google this fun error. It's not going to like that. Well, let's see what happens. Hey, Packstack opens. Whoa, that is. Wow. Oh. And so, okay. Huh. So we do need to do those, even though even though we are an English speaking location, this is weird. That sucks. Okay. I mean, this is exactly what we're experiencing. Yeah. Okay. Well, look at that. Bam. Bam. All right. Let's see if that works. Ready, set. That's so happy. Okay, cool. So it just had to do with the language. The UTF -8. Yeah. That sucks because that was not an issue just 2.5 weeks ago. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Anyway, that didn't happen 3 weeks ago. But this was opened back in May, so maybe I put this in the last time or something. Anyway, I am going to update this issue. This was an issue for me as well. Thanks for keeping the resolution for me now. And that's how you stay involved, by adding a comment. This installation, sometimes it's fast, sometimes there are network issues. It can take up to 20 minutes, and I am not singing the Jeopardy song for 20 minutes. I mean, I could if you wanted me to, but I got things to do. I bet you have things to do. You probably have things to do like sleeping. Okay. So you can't see my facial expressions at all right now. Hi. I'm going to let this keep running. It's going to run for about another 10 minutes or so. It like seems to get stuck a lot, especially on Puppet things and Ansible things towards the end. But it does work. It's a lot of fun. Maybe tomorrow I'll just let this broadcast keep going. I mean, I could just let you all watch this to the end. And am I signed in? I am not signed in. OpenID. I don't mean that. Maybe? No. No. Eh? No. I got some awesome expressions going on over here, by the way. Hey, I'm logged in. Okay, cool. Yes, vote. This is also a problem. And this is not, oh, no, this is the answer. How do I fix it? Yes. Always +1 something if it works for you. you're basically confirming this is how you participate in upstream things. You let people know that it's fixed. This was back in 2015, actually. So it seems like, and then he's solved it himself, or they, I should say they, don't assume pronouns. They solved it themselves almost immediately, the next day. So they posted it on December 17th, and the next day they had the solution. And because they put this online, I was able to Google. Let's go back to, nope. Google. I was able to Google here and find those solutions, almost immediately. So because they put that online, I was able to solve my issue very quickly, which, that's what it's all about. 2017, these are all the same, 2018. So I think, do the language thing. Oops. Even if you are using an English locale. Noted. Okay. So to review, this is still installing, so I don't want to kill my server. But killing my server is as easy as just putting a check mark here, clicking the delete. I'm not clicking it right now. You actually have to type in and spell correctly, delete, and then click on delete again. I'm going to let this keep going just to, because it's magically going to end now. Yeah, no, it's going to keep going. I don't know. Do you want to just keep watching? So interesting. We've been live for 28 minutes. We might as well make it a cool 30. I could just go over to like, oh. Okay, so Twitter, no comments. That's okay. And now we're going over to Twitch, where I'm live, and also the sound is on, so closed that window. And on Facebook, but there were no comments. So, and I think on, no comments on. Wait, where did I? Oh, YouTube. Yes. On switch accounts. Rainlander. Yeah, I have 1 subscriber on YouTube. Go me. Yeah. Okay. And I'm live now. Okay. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, it's been 30 minutes of being live streaming thing. The other thing that I was thinking of doing when I live stream is doing some escape rooms, because there are physical games that are single player. There are also online versions. I hesitate because then I would be showing the answers to things. But I also recognize that people like to watch people gaming. And that's showing the answers too. I don't know. if it's something that would be interesting to you, let me know. Packstack is still installing. It's going to take a few more minutes because OpenStack is huge. And also we did the -- all-in-one. The all-in-one flag is, it spins up a single worker that does everything. And so it's got a lot of projects that it's installing. If I had been smart, I would have minimized that all-in-one instead of just using the default. But that's okay. So, hope you had a good time, and I'll see you again soon. And we'll see what happens. We'll just do other stuff too. All right. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye. And broadcast.